Hi, welcome to my house. I'm Rachel Davison, and this is my daughter Emily, and today we're going to show you how to make a very simple sheet pan supper. All the ingredients in it are from our farm and they're local, they're fresh, they're delicious. I like to call it summer in a pan or Okanagan in a pan. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare our potatoes. So I'm just going to give them a little wash here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off anything that I don't want on there. I usually cut off this top piece here. And then if you see anything else that you don't want, maybe a big flap of skin or something, I cut it off. But other than that, I'm going to leave the skin how it is. And then I'm just going to quarter these because they're pretty small as it is. Like that. And we're going to throw them in our bowl because we're going to toss them with olive oil before we put them on our pan. If they're a little bit bigger and you want the potato smaller, you can also cut them into whatever size you want, but they need to be uniform so that they bake at the same time. With this recipe, there are no amounts. Like, I'm not going to tell you amounts of ingredients because you can just make it to fit your family or how many people are eating. So for my family, I'm going to do about 6 potatoes here today. Just cut off the top and bottom. And I'm just going to take off that maybe the first 2 layers of skin. And now we don't need this whole onion. So I am going to cut it in half, and then I'm just going to cut it in quarters. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it in not rings, but just slices like that for our roasting pan. They're going to get really soft and practically disappear in our supper. Add about 4 cloves to our recipe. This is going to add some real flavor. I love roasted garlic. I'm just going to cut the end off of all of this and try to peel off some of that. I'm going to break them up. And just like Laura showed you last week, I'm just going to gently crush them with my knife. Like that. Like that. And I want to leave my cloves whole. We're going to get this into the oven because these 3 things take a little bit longer to roast than the rest of our ingredients are going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some olive oil. I'm just going to drizzle it on, and then I'm going to gently stir it or toss it till it's all lightly coated. And then I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning. So what I like to do is a little bit of seasoning salt, pretty simple. Give it a little toss. And lemon pepper. Later on, we're going to add some fresh basil, and that really adds a fresh taste. But for now, we'll start with this. Good, so it looks like it's totally coated with oil. There's a bit of seasoning on all the produce. So let's get our pan. Just covered a cookie sheet here with a piece of parchment paper. It's pretty heavy. Good. I'm just gonna spread this out nice and even. And we're gonna let this bake for 15 minutes while we prepare the rest of our ingredients. So I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees convection. If you don't have convection, then you're gonna wanna up that to 375. Good. So I'm gonna set a timer for 15 minutes. So while our potatoes are starting to soften and roast in the oven, we're going to add some more fresh vegetables here. So I'm going to add a poblano pepper, which is the mildest of the hot peppers. It's barely spicy at all. Just gives it a tiny bit of something interesting. I'm going to add a green and yellow zucchini. I always like to add both because it's just so pretty. I'm going to add some cherry tomatoes. If you don't have cherry tomatoes, you could also quarter roast Romas, which would be very good. We're going to add some fresh basil. And to beef up our supper, we're going to add some apple cider sausage. This sausage is made with our juice and our apples. And it's made by Helmut's Kitchen, which is located right here in Vernon. What we're going to do is we're just going to cut it in half. And then Emily's just going to cut it in pieces like this. Okay, Emily? In half moons. And I'm going to do the same thing with the yellow one. I'm going to cut it in half. Our same dish here because we're also going to toss this with oil so that it doesn't burn. Just going to cut the top off, and then I'm just going to pull out the seeds here and these ribs. Okay, and we're going to cut it in half, and then in half again, so quarters, and then we're just going to give it all a rough chop. And then we've got our cherry tomatoes here. So again, I'm going to give them a rinse. If it doesn't have a green part, you can just throw it in. So let's drizzle a little bit of olive oil on these vegetables. Isn't that color pretty? I'm just going to add a little bit of seasoning salt again, and a little bit of lemon pepper, same spices that we put on our potatoes. Let's give it a little toss. Awesome. So let's give that one more toss. And we will just set that to the side for a minute. Now I'm going to show you how to cut fresh basil in a really simple way. I'm just going to stack my leaves on top of each other like this, and then I'm going to roll them up. And then I'm just going to chop it like this, and it's just going to fall into nice little pieces. And ta-da, look at that. That's perfect. So we're just going to set that aside in a little dish until we're ready to add it to our supper. So let us open the package and see what we've got here. So you can throw them onto your pan just this way. I prefer to give them a little slit. It's called butterflying your sausage. And the juices come out a little bit better then, and it bakes a little bit faster. So our potatoes have been in the oven for 15 minutes. So let's pull them out. They're not going to be completely soft, but we see that they're starting to bake nicely. The onions are starting to soften. So let's take it over here. We're going to give it a stir. And then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients and let it all cook till it's done. So let's kind of spread those out around the pan. And we're going to add our summer vegetables here. Oh, it just makes my mouth water. Look at that. Let's throw on our basil. And again, let's just give it a little stir to mix it all up evenly. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to nestle our sausages right on top, and they are going to release their juices while they're cooking and flavor the whole thing with this delicious pork apple flavor. So let's take them here one at a time and just kind of place them in there like so. Okay, we're going to throw that back in the oven. We're going to bake it for about 20 to 25 more minutes, or until the sausage is cooked through. So you can check it with a meat thermometer. It should be 170 degrees or higher, and until all the vegetables are soft. So our supper has been in here for about 25 minutes. We're going to pull it out and we're going to check the doneness of our meat and of our vegetables. It's looking really good.
Dad, what are we going to have for supper?
You bet. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to poke the potatoes with a fork. I know the other vegetables are going to be done because they don't take long, but the potatoes seem very soft. They look great. So I'm happy with that. And then just to be on the safe side, I'm going to put a meat thermometer in my sausage. If you don't have that, just cut one in half and see if it looks done. But let's see here. It's going to be, oh yeah, it's plenty done. So there you have summer in a pan. An easy sheet pan supper that feeds the whole family. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos.